Tottenham's narrow 1-0 victory over Liverpool at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium was an exercise in persistence, strategy, and sheer willpower. In a match devoid of the fluid attacking football both teams are capable of, the story became one of resilience and small margins that ultimately separated two evenly matched sides. The opening minutes were a cautious affair, both sides feeling their way into the contest without taking undue risks. Tottenham, energized by their home support, sought to press high and force Liverpool into errors in midfield. Yves Bissouma and Pape Matar Sarr operated as enforcers in the center of the pitch, breaking up play and attempting to transition into attack. Liverpool, meanwhile, looked to play through their fullbacks, with Andy Robertson and Trent Alexander-Arnold seeking to provide width and deliver crosses into the front three. However, Tottenham's defense, marshaled by Radu Dragusin and Mickey van de Ven, was equal to the task, cutting out danger and keeping Mohamed Salah and Diogo Jota quiet. The early disruption to both teams' plans came in the form of injuries. Rodrigo Bentancur, so often the metronome of Spurs' midfield, was forced off with an apparent muscle issue, replaced by Brennan Johnson. Liverpool, too, faced an early setback when young centre-back Jarell Quansah had to be substituted after sustaining a knock, with Joe Gomez stepping in. These changes impacted the rhythm of the game, turning it into a scrappy battle in midfield where neither team could gain a clear foothold. Chances were few and far between in the first half, but there were flashes of danger. Lucas Bergvall, Tottenham's bright young prospect, was the liveliest player on the pitch, darting between Liverpool's lines and testing their defensive shape. Twice he managed to get into promising positions, but his final delivery lacked precision. For Liverpool, Cody Gakpo managed to carve out a half-chance on the edge of the box, but his effort sailed harmlessly over the bar. The first half ended without a breakthrough, the 0-0 scoreline a fair reflection of a game yet to ignite. The second half brought a slight increase in intensity as both managers adjusted their strategies. Arne Slot introduced Darwin Núñez and Luis Diaz to add pace and dynamism to Liverpool's attack, while Ange Postecoglou opted to bring on Timo Werner after Son Heung-min was forced off with a minor injury. The changes added urgency but did little to break the deadlock as both defenses remained resolute. Liverpool's midfield trio of Alexis Mac Allister, Dominic Szoboszlai, and Wataru Endo struggled to find space against the physicality of Tottenham's press, while Spurs relied on quick counterattacks to threaten. The game's defining moment came late, and it was fitting that it involved Lucas Bergvall, who had been Spurs' most creative outlet all evening. In the 86th minute, Dominic Solanke, playing a selfless and industrious role up front, held off two Liverpool defenders on the edge of the box before threading a perfectly weighted pass into Bergvall's path. The 20-year-old winger took a touch to steady himself before rifling a low shot past Alisson Becker into the bottom corner. It was a moment of clinical precision, the kind of moment the game had been crying out for. Liverpool responded with urgency, pushing men forward in search of an equalizer. Núñez had a golden opportunity to level the score when he found space inside the box, but his effort was superbly blocked by Dragusin, who threw himself in front of the shot. Moments later, Luis Diaz danced his way past two defenders on the left flank but saw his cross cleared by Mickey van de Venerable. Even Sulla, who had been subdued for much of the match, came close with a curling effort from 20 yards that whistled just wide of the post. The tension in the stadium was palpable as the game entered stoppage time. Tottenham dropped deep, forming a compact defensive block to absorb Liverpool's relentless pressure. Vicario, Tottenham's goalkeeper, was called into action multiple times, first tipping a Wataru Endo header over the bar and then smothering a loose ball inside the 6-yard box. Despite Liverpool's best efforts, the final whistle blew with Tottenham's slender lead intact. For Tottenham, this victory was about more than just the 3 points. It was a statement of their ability to win ugly, to grind out results even when their attacking fluency was missing. Ange Postecoglou's side showed a level of grit and discipline that will serve them well as they navigate the challenges of the Premier League season. Lucas Bergvall's performance was a particular highlight, the young Swede demonstrating why he is considered one of the league's rising stars. For Liverpool, the defeat highlighted some familiar issues. While their attacking depth remains impressive, The lack of a creative spark in midfield when facing well-organized defenses is a concern. Injuries to key players disrupted their rhythm, but Arne Slot will be disappointed with his team's inability to capitalize on their late-game dominance. The result also exposed defensive vulnerabilities, particularly in handling quick transitions. In the end, the game served as a reminder of the fine margins that define top-level football. Tottenham took their chance when it came, while Liverpool could only reflect on what might have been. Both teams will take lessons from this encounter as they move forward, but for now, it is Tottenham who will savor a hard-fought and valuable victory.